Hi, this is Walter Woody, the River Valley Democrat-Gazette. We're here at the FCA building on the campus of Eastside Baptist Church in Fort Smith. We're here with Coach Kim Dameron of the Southside Mavericks, along with Joseph Kincaid and Jaden Webb. And we're going to talk about the 2024 football season for Southside. And first off, Coach, you know, the biggest thing you have to deal with is a new conference. You're going from the 7A West down to the 6A West. And what kind of challenge does that pose for your team?
Well, I think, anything, especially travel. Number one, we're going to a lot of different places we've never been before, and, other people coming into our place and things like that. Obviously, we still open up with Northside, so that's familiar.
Right.
But, and then now we have Greenwood back on our schedule, and they're always going to be a challenge. And, so it's going to be something a little bit different. But in our non-conference schedule, we've got two 7A Central teams coming in for games here, games 2 and 3. So, everything's different now.
And the travel's going to be different, too, because, the past your longest trip was Bentonville West, right there on 49. Now you're going to essentially just outside of Hot Springs for Lake Hamilton, and then the long trail. Somehow we'll figure out how to get there to Mountain Home.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that till next year. But I spent a year and a half in Harrison when I was in junior high, and it's hard to get from Harrison to Mountain Home, much less here. So that's always going to be challenging. And going to Lake Hamilton too. I mean, it's a couple hours and some.
And, last year you had a successful season, 7-5, made the playoffs, got to the second round. But I know you're losing a lot of really good seniors, but you seem to have a pretty good group getting ready for this season.
Well, it's like every year. I mean, it's a new football team every year. And just like last year was a little different because we had a lot of seniors. This year we don't have quite as many, but we've got some good quality seniors. But we're going to need a lot of young kids, sophomores and juniors, to step up and play a lot. And so, we'll see. That's kind of the exciting thing about it.
Right. And I don't want to sit there and say you don't teach with veterans and stuff, but have there been a lot more teaching this off season with people that are going to play new positions or people that are just playing sometimes even for the first time in the varsity games?
Well, the biggest thing right now has been we've had to restructure practice a little bit as far as because we've got more people going both ways now.
Right.
And so just like these two, Joseph starts at safety, but he'll also play receiver. And then Jaden starts at receiver, but will also play some safety or even some outside linebacker. So it's going to be interesting this year in how we structure practice to be able to accommodate the two-way guys.
Okay. Joseph, let's start with you. Just talk about, last year defensively as the season went along, you guys were playing a lot better. I know and it was showing with big wins during the season. What's the big challenge defensively going to be this year?
Well, looking at the defense this year, so I think some of the main things that have happened is we've lost a lot of our D-line. I mean, you look at our D-line from last year, we had a 3 front, okay? So we're losing all 3 of those guys, and we got to replace them all. So that's one of our main points right now. We're losing a linebacker and a safety. I think our DB group and our linebacker group still look very nice. We're just figuring out some of the younger guys are just having to play a little bit more this year because, I mean, a lot of them didn't play last year, and we're just kind of figuring that out right now.
Caden, what about offensively from the offensive standpoint? You lost 2 really good running backs and a quarterback, and now you're rebuilding all that. What's going to be the challenge of what you're going to want to do, focus on offensively this year?
Well, if you're looking at the offense as a whole, I mean, we only have 1 returning starter from last year and an O-lineman. Jaden obviously played a lot of snaps, but our true starters, we only have 1 returning. So, I mean, really, we're kind of replacing everything this year, just kind of looking at the O-line, D-line, or sorry, not D-line, but like receivers, quarterback. We're replacing everything this year.
What about you? What have you seen offensively that's been a positive so far in the offseason?
Positively, quarterback's making good reads that I've noticed. He's doing really well in the pocket. O-line just needs to step up. Some of the younger guys are going to have to play a lot, so they have to be ready for that. Our biggest struggle is catching the ball. We have some receivers who struggle with catching the ball when they're wide open, and so it's going to be one of the struggles.
And what do you see? We were talking about the off-season workouts earlier before we came on the air. You were talking about the weather the last week or so has been real nice for you guys. Are you and Coach Dameron's talking about getting things more done? Has that been good for you guys as well?
Oh, yes, it has. It has for sure. It's much cooler, so we have more time to practice, and it's not as hot, so we don't have to take breaks.
All right. This is Walter Woody at the River Valley Democrat-Gazette. Good luck for the Mavericks in 2024.